Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A word or phrase that particular people use in particular situations. A word or phrase that particular people use in particular situations. Pardon the expression. The communication, in speech or writing, of your beliefs or opinions. Expressions of goodwill. A group of symbols that make a mathematical statement. The feelings expressed on a person's face. A sad expression. The style of expressing yourself. His manner of expression showed how much he cared. Expression without words. Tears are an expression of grief. A group of words that form a constituent of a sentence and are considered as a single unit. Genetics, the process of expressing a gene. The act of forcing something out by squeezing or pressing. The expression of milk from her breast. A word or phrase that particular people use in particular situations. Language, communication by word of mouth. His speech was garbled. The mental faculty or power of vocal communication. The act of delivering a formal spoken communication to an audience. Words making up the dialogue of a play. The actor forgot his speech. A lengthy rebuke. Your characteristic style or manner of expressing yourself orally. Her speech was barren of southernisms. Something spoken. He could hear them uttering merry speeches. The exchange of spoken words. They were perfectly comfortable together without speech. Language, communication by word of mouth. Language, communication by word of mouth. Language, communication by word of mouth. He recorded the spoken language of the streets. A systematic means of communicating by the use of sounds or conventional symbols. He taught foreign languages. Language, communication by word of mouth. He uttered harsh language. A system of words used to name things in a particular discipline. The language of sociology. The mental faculty or power of vocal communication. Language sets Homo sapiens apart from all other animals. The cognitive processes involved in producing and understanding linguistic communication. He didn't have the language to express his feelings. The text of a popular song or musical comedy number. The song uses colloquial language. Language, communication by word of mouth. Language, communication by word of mouth. A state of supreme happiness. One of the 8 sayings of Jesus at the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount. In Latin, each saying begins with Beatus, blessed. A condensed but memorable saying embodying some important fact of experience that is taken as true by many people. An expression introduced into one language by translating it from another language. Superman is a calque for the German Übermensch. An expression introduced into one language by translating it from another language. A word printed at the top of the page of a dictionary or other reference book to indicate the first or last item on that page. A favorite saying of a sect or political group. An offensive or disparaging expression that is substituted for an inoffensive one. His favorite dysphemism was to ask for axle grease when he wanted butter. A witty saying. An inoffensive or indirect expression that is substituted for one that is considered offensive or too harsh. An expression whose meanings cannot be inferred from the meanings of the words that make it up. A manner of speaking that is natural to native speakers of a language. The usage or vocabulary that is characteristic of a specific group of people. The style of a particular artist or school or movement. An imaginative orchestral idiom. An expression whose meanings cannot be inferred from the meanings of the words that make it up. An expression introduced into one language by translating it from another language. A saying of Jesus that is regarded as authentic although it is not recorded in the Gospels. A condensed but memorable saying embodying some important fact of experience that is taken as true by many people. A favorite saying of a sect or political group. An expression whose meanings cannot be inferred from the meanings of the words that make it up. An expression whose meanings cannot be inferred from the meanings of the words that make it up. A short musical passage. Put into words or an expression. An expression consisting of one or more words forming a grammatical constituent of a sentence. Dance movements that are linked in a single choreographic sequence. Divide, combine, or mark into phrases. Phrase a musical passage. A condensed but memorable saying embodying some important fact of experience that is taken as true by many people. Make jokes or quips. Witty remark. A witty saying. A power tool for cutting wood. A condensed but memorable saying embodying some important fact of experience that is taken as true by many people. Cut with a saw. Saw wood for the fireplace. Hand tool having a toothed blade for cutting. An expression whose meanings cannot be inferred from the meanings of the words that make it up. A favorite saying of a sect or political group. A manner of speaking that is distinctive of a particular group of people.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.